I'm only one person, and I've had many conversations with many people. This message is directly to those who feel defeated. As long as you are alive and breathing, as long as you are fighting, you are not defeated. The battle may be challenging, the roads may be even raggedy and rugged, but at the end of the day, as long as you are willing to continue to fight, as long as you are willing to continue to seek help, as long as you are willing to continue to accept that you need help, you cannot be defeated. Defeat only lies in those people who are in denial about the help that they need. Defeat only lies in those people who are willing to give up when all else around them are willing to fight with them. I know there's somebody out there today who's having a hard time, who feels like they're defeated. And it may be so hard that maybe these words are not strong enough for you. And you might need a little bit more push, maybe a little bit more help. So reach out and dial 3 numbers, 988. So simple, 988. This right here will get you the help that you need. You don't got to tell them your name. Just simply get on there and talk. Get to the place that you need to be so you can get the help that you deserve. So before you make a decision that we have to live with, make one you can live with and get help. Now let's talk football.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Pride Nation. We back at it again. A brother was trying to go live yesterday, but you know what? I had some things I had to take care of with the family and friends, some old, some new, but we out here still working, people. I'm excited to talk a little bit of Detroit Lions football, talk about the NFC North a little bit. I know there's some big news that happened with that, or I guess it's not really big news. Depends on who you ask. Certainly not to me, it's not. But for the most part, people, we're going to talk some ball today. Let me just put this disclaimer out there to you. I've already moved past week 2 versus the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to say it again. I've already moved past it. The same way our team has moved past it, so have I. I'm on to the next week, okay? And today is more so about that and how we can address some things moving forward and how we can address some things coming up for the game that we have against the Falcons. But before we get into all that, let's see who's in the building with us. We got my man Looney Tune in the building. My man Dan Spanos is in the building. We got my man Dr. Detroit. I'm sorry, Dr. Detroit. Detroit D in the building. We got Gino in the building. Not to be confused with Geno Smith, but Gino, the real Gino. That's what we're going to say, the real Gino. We got my man Giovanni Lyons in the second in the building. We got my man Tia, a.k.a. Raw Podcast, in the building. We got Dr. Detroit in the building. Perry Baller's in the building with me. Make sure I don't forget nobody. We got my man Mikhail Holt in the building. Super Saiyan Lion is in the building. Man, listen, if you in here, put something in there. I'm gonna shout you out. Listen, let me get right into this right away. The Pick'em League is up. I gotta talk about that. Because some people doing the damn thing. some people out here hurting people's feelings. And we got to talk about what is happening with the Pick'em League. If you have not joined it yet, you still have time to do so. All right. So make no mistake about it. You still have time to do so. Because I guarantee somebody's going to forget some weeks and you can still come back in and get this thing done. Right. Here's your top 3. Let me just be clear with the people right here. Shout out to Titus Young, Jameson Williams. I have no clue who the YouTuber is who put this in there. Because they didn't follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? They didn't follow the rules or put the exact name that you use for YouTube so I can identify you when you win. But hey, nonetheless, they up there at 1. They up there at 1. They got 23 picks correct in the last 2 weeks and only 9 wrong. That's impressive. The next is Detroiter 147. He's got 21, as well as me. NFC champ, Shade 216JF, that dude / DSPN, also got 21. And I'm gonna tell you, it's going to look strange to some people who's like, well, wait a minute, if y'all all got the same record, why are you listed as 3 and the person above you is listed at 2 and this one is 4? Tiebreakers. that little section down there that do the tiebreakers makes a difference. And as you can see here, if you didn't fill out your tiebreakers, you probably went down a notch. But to look at your top 10, you got Shaq Man got 20. I got the Magic pick. I like that. I like that. We got my man JT Sports at 9, and then Kurt's crew is at 10. Lion King. I'm just scrolling so y'all can see y'all placement. Generally see where you rank in the midst of. But yeah, those tiebreakers matter. And if you're not filling them out, you're going to drop down there with people that you are marked with. So, yeah, these are all the people right here that we got. Shout out to everybody who joined, who put their picks in. Big T, last year's champ. Look at him. He's starting off a little bit slow with 17 picks right over the last 2 weeks. I'm sure he's going to bounce back. Mr. Marcus got 16 for 16, so he 50-50, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I did there? 50-50. Gino, look at you, 16 for 16. Black Spirit, 15 for 17. Capra Lions fan got 12, and Mars' Landon got 10. So, yeah, man, not bad. Not bad. Michigan man got 11. All right, you got to put them picks in. You got to know your thing. So I'm just going back up so people can see. I want to get the pick them out the way. Make sure you get your picks in today. You actually have until 5 minutes before the game starts today to get your picks in. So if you have not done so, this was your warning. This was your warning. All right, people, let me get into it really quick. We got to talk about the damn injuries. And how the media is treating the injuries. It blows my mind. It really is blowing my mind how they're doing this. If you pay close attention, there are false narratives being pushed out there. There are spin jobs like no other being pushed out there. It's just so much. Shout out to my man Super Saiyan Lion and 1991 Max Stead, Dirty Gloves Williams in the building. Malik Akaito is in the building. We on to week 3. Let's get it. Yep, that's what we on to. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Tim Hutchinson in the building. All right, I got it. All right. So I've been listening. I've listened to Woodward Sports. I've listened to ESPN. I've listened to Fox. I've listened to a lot of different people. And there seems to be this thing where I find it funny how as the injuries pile up, now we want to do things like question the general manager. And I can't believe I'm the one that's saying this, but this is BS. Okay? I understand some of the reasons you want to question the general manager. Nobody has been more critical of Brad Holmes than I have. But we're not doing it based on injuries. We're not doing it based on shoulda, woulda, couldas. No. What is going to happen is we are going to evaluate this appropriately. This is the NFL. People get hurt. And many of the people who thought that we had depth here, depth there, are starting to realize that depth is subjective. Depth is relatively subjective in such a way that maybe what you thought you knew is not what you knew at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking that we had depth at these positions. But I look at the injuries that we got, and I hate to say this, I don't see a single injury that I feel like dooms us. Not a single one. Oh, but look, we lost Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I don't care. I do not care. I'm being honest about it. He was probably one of my favorite people that we brought here. I do not care. Because that's why you have a Tracy Walker. That's why you brought in a Brian Branch. That's why you have Kirby Joseph. You will be all right. I don't care. Oh, but we lost, man. We lost Big V. He went down. That's what you brought Glam Glasgow in for. But Luke, what about this though, Luke? Let's be honest, man. What about Taylor Decker? Well, if the Lions are serious about staying true to their identity, just run the ball. And run it often. Run it some more. Don't overcomplicate this. There ain't a single injury that scares me. Not one. This is the problem that I find when we come up with these different narratives that we spin. No matter who's out there, they have to execute. I don't care who it is. I don't care who. If it's you out there, you need to do your job. Execute. Get it done. I don't want to hear I was double teamed. You ain't the first one. You won't be the last. I don't want to hear, oh, he's too fast for me. Then take yourself out the game. You see, remember the Titans when he was like, Coach, I can't keep up with him. Then take yourself out the game and give it to somebody else. You ain't ready. But do what's in the best interest for the team. I don't want to hear about injuries. I expect them to go out there and beat the Falcons. The response to the letdown of last week should be swift and strong this week. Leave no doubt. And the reality is, it starts with those other players who's going to be called up to do their job. Now, in all fairness, the Falcons' record say 2-0. Am I so impressed with them being 2-0 that I'm like, we need to be like super nervous? No. But we should treat them like they are like the Eagles and stump them out. Stump them out quickly. Treat them like they're a dangerous team that needs to be snuffed out immediately. Do not take them light. Because what I'm starting to recognize with us in general is that we're taking too many people light. Like, it don't make sense. And the reality is, guess what? The Lions knew that this was going to happen. The Lions was aware of this particular thing, and they knew injuries were going to happen. But you got a home game, and you got a home game against a team that's going to be challenging you to be great, to do something more. But there ain't a single injury that makes me sweat. Now, some other teams are making moves. Are there people in free agency that I would like to see the Lions add to this team? Nope. Luke, how can you say that? What about Sue? You heard what I said. I said what I said. No. No. You've done the work. It's time to get the work done. It's time to show that you are who I thought you were. It just is what it is. And the reality is, guess what? This is the way I want it. That humble pie that we got served, oh, it tasted so good. Now you should be refocused. You should not take no one light. You should not treat this like, oh, it should be a walk-in win. But this does bring me to another point. And it doesn't just stop with Dan Campbell. It doesn't just stop with Ben Johnson. It doesn't just stop with Aaron Glenn. It starts with every single coach. Start utilizing the shit we have. Utilize the talent that we have. Enough of this 7 carries this week and 7 carries that week. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I did not want DeAndre Swift traded. Because if there's anything I knew about this damn game of football, somebody gonna get hurt. It would be nice to still have him. And the reality is they traded him and got a draft pick. Cool. But at this point, start utilizing the talent. You come out with article after article, with piece after piece, talking about why you like this player more than that player. Well, they get ready to play each other. And I can assure you the Falcons are going to make sure that you know why you should have took Bijan Robinson. So it's your job, Ben Johnson, it's your job, Dan Campbell, to show them why you thought that Gibbs was better. And it can't be because you feel like we could put him on the snap count. Give him a damn ball. I don't care how many times you got to let this man carry it. It needs to be over 15. He should easily have 10 receptions, about 15 to 20 carries. Easily. What up, though, Lions Talk Live? What up, though, Don 19, Tony Chase? What's going on, Cranston? Utilize the talent you got. You went out, you traded up for Broderick Martin and gave him a healthy scratch. Well, he's healthy. Put him out there. All these beat writers who went out there and wrote, oh, he's doing this and he's beating Frank Ragnow and he's a freaking healthy scratch. For who? For who? Why is he not in? I'm looking at every coach that's going forward. Every coach. Put my players out there. Don't tell me we got talent and you refuse to use it. All I heard this entire offseason, we ain't got to worry about losing Jameson Williams because we got Jahmyr Gibbs. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. Let him do what he do best. You got 4 years to get the most out of the player. Get it. Get every bit of it. And then just like the Rams just did with Cam Akers, trade him. I don't care. But give him the ball now. You got receivers who you having a hard time locating. All right, cool. We can play this game. If you are not going to use Marvin Jones, cut him now. Let him be free. Like from the movie Amistad. You be free, let him be free. And go and use that money and resources on something that can get on the field right now. You took a linebacker 18th overall. Put him on the damn field. Because I can assure you that he can't be worse than Ellis Anzalone, who we brought back. Put him on the field. All this talk about Cam Sutton, you got your work cut out for you this week, brother. I want changes in ways that's going to make sense. The Falcons are getting ready to come in here expecting it to be loud, expecting it to be disruptive, expecting it to be unruly, expecting to still see people wearing ski masks. But they're also coming in here expecting to win. And if the Lions allow this to happen, well, we're going to have a whole different conversation after that game. Because there's a whole lot difference being 1-1 versus 1-2 or 2-1. They're coming in here feeling like you're not special. You should take it personal if I was you, Detroit. And before fans start yelling about this coach and that coach and this one should have changed and did that, evidence say they did. They did. But I need my talent to be used on the field. I need my coach to stay aggressive, not just at the beginning of the game, not just at the middle of the game, but the entirety of the game. I need Dan Campbell to be aggressive the entirety. If we're going to lose aggressively. I told everybody after week 1, the Lions was not their run defense was not tested. I told them. I said the next 2 weeks after, you're going to find out. And now everybody and their mother want to jump ship and want to, now we can talk about Brad Holmes. Now it's convenient. So here's my keys to the game. F. Bijan Robinson. Oh, what do you mean? What do you wanted to draft him? I sure did. I'm not concerning myself with Bijan Robinson. I'm going to disrupt the guy who get the ball every single time, the quarterback. It's Desmond Ridder. And yes, he's mobile, but you can't not let him get comfortable. You can't let him get comfortable at all. Bijan going to do what Bijan going to do. Focus on the quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. Force them to become one-dimensional because they don't trust him no more. You want to know how you do it on the defense? You blitz. And you blitz often. And if he win a few, blitz again. Because they tried that with the last week's game. The difference was it just wasn't getting home. This time, you have to get home. You have to be sound. Maintain your gaps in your lanes. But you cannot let Desmond Ridder look like the second coming of like Warren Moon or look like he about to be the next Patrick Mahomes. You have to touch him. Which brings me to my next point. I don't want to hear the word pressure no freaking more until it's something that goes behind that. Pressure that results in negative plays. I saw some stuff today that made me really wonder what's good. Like how is this even like the narrative? I was on Instagram. Somebody sent this to me. It was about Woodward Sports. And I love Woodward Sports. I love Easy and all the fellas over there. I love what they're doing. Absolutely love it. Because they give us an opportunity to have representation. But I saw this thing that he sent me. And I'm like, yo, is this real? And when I looked at it, I gotta be honest, I was disgusted. So I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. Some of y'all ain't gonna agree with this. That's fine. Some of y'all not gonna like this. That's fine. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get this thing started because I know somebody gonna want to come in here and tell me I done lost my damn mind. And that's fine. I want you to come in here and talk to me. I put the link to the stream in the chat. But this ticked me off. If you watch both those games and you watch them objectively, this right here has got to be the biggest load of BS I've ever seen in my entire life. This right here. Look, what are you talking about? What's the load of BS? You're going to post some stuff talking about NFL leaders and quarterback pressures. Oh! Hutchinson 13, Watt 13, Parsons 12. This is the most weak narrative spin I have ever seen in my entire life. Go and Google when did quarterback pressures become a damn stat. Go and Google it. You'll be surprised. Because I can tell you, like, I think it was about 1980 or 1983, somewhere in between there, when sacks became a stat. When did quarterback pressures become a stat? Because the last time I checked, the reason why a sack, an interception, are so pivotal for the defense are because they result in negative plays. A tackle for a loss is a negative play. So when I hear the word pressures and you telling me he had 13 pressures and you want to tell me he's getting double team in hell, I'm telling you to please go have a seat and grab something to eat because you're not yourself because you're hungry. This is bullshit. This right here should not be happening. Because you know the scary part about this is when we decide to go on over here and take a look at these sack leaders. Parsons got 3. Huh. But he only got 12 pressures. TJ Watt's got 4. Huh. But he only got 13 pressures. He got the same as Aiden Hutchinson. Let's find Aiden. Come on, let's go. Come on, next page. Come on, boys. Come on. We're going to get there. Next page. Come on. Come on. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to. Hey, did I just see my guy there, Ellis Anzalone? Next page. 4th page in. Come on. Come on. Next page. Come on. Come on. It's going to happen. Because it's going to happen. I know it. Whew. Next page. All right. Where are you? Where are you at, buddy? Oh, next page. Come on. Come on. I'm telling you, this guy, nobody gets more pressure than this guy. It's everybody else who had to step up. It's this guy. Let's keep going. Come on down. Oh, next page. You get my point? You see how ridiculous this stat is? You don't even see it up here. See how ridiculous this is? When we switch it over and we look at it, we know for a fact that this guy's got 3 tackles for a loss. We know that Parsons has got 4 tackles for a loss. You want to go and see our guy? Because see, this is what happens when people spin stories to people that they think is stupid. And I don't think y'all stupid. I don't think that y'all are that dumb to buy into this BS of pressures. But there's Alex Anzalone with his 1 sack and 1 tackle for a loss. Let's wait till we get to the other people. Come on down. I want y'all to understand how stupid this is and why we should never subscribe to bullshit like this. We're talking pressures. Pressures. While we're up here, one of the worst teams at touching the quarterback or getting near it. Oh, it's not Aiden Hutchinson's fault. It is. It is. He's the one with all the expectations. It is. I'm just showing you. Brian Breeze a half a sack. No tackles for a loss. Wait till we get to Aiden Hutchinson, people. This is my point. I can't make this up. And instead of them doing something that's really reflective of what's going on, they're going to go and pull out this bullshit. Look where he's at. He's among some of the best guys getting pressure. But if it don't, you know what? Let me show you this. Okay, let me just show you this. Shout out to my man, All22. Shout out to All22 fans, bro. My man does a great job. This was beautiful what he did here. I want to show y'all a play. Let me see if I can get to it. All right. Shout out to All22, man. All22 NFL fans, bro, is awesome at what he does. He's better than me. Love it. Look at this. He's breaking things down. He's just getting into it. Oh, wait, you know what? It would help for me to put it on the screen. I'm pretty sure I don't have it on the screen. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Let me put it back up there. See, there's all these narratives that we want to talk about. Pressures we're talking about. Let's move it forward a little bit. Hold on. Let me just get it forward just a little bit. We're talking pressures. Hold on. Let me move it over here. Pressures, what we're talking about. Pressure. That's Brian Branch. That's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. This would count as a pressure, right? According to their standards of the people who's doing this, this is a pressure. To me, this is not a pressure. Why? Because it had no effect negatively on the play. He caught the ball for the first down here. You get my drift? Let me go back some. Let me slow it down for the harder hearing and hard seeing right here. You get the blitz that you want. We're just talking about pressure. No one cares because it doesn't result in a negative play. 2 dudes couldn't free cause pressure, and it didn't result in that. So I don't care about these weak ass stats of pressures. I haven't seen a player yet get a contract based on that. Not yet. Yeah, we talking pressure. Not the sack. Not the sack, but pressure. Not the sack that gets drafted second overall for pressure. Yeah, right. Yeah, we taking that guy second overall. We're taking that guy second overall, and we're talking pressures. This is how they get you. They sell you a fake bill of dreams. And I love Woodward Sports. I love Woodward Sports. But this is bullshit. And shout out to the fans who called it. Now, if he wasn't held every play, he'd have 3 to 4 plus sacks. But somebody says, but how about the sacks? This stat is BS. Every tackle he's going up against is allowing him to be overly aggressive and over pursue so that he takes himself out of the play and the quarterback can step up in the pocket and find his target, most likely tight end. Hence, they count that as pressure when it really isn't. Do not be fooled by this. I'm bringing this up for a reason because when we start to talk about the games and you start to listen to other people talk about it, they're going to tell you about the pressures. They're going to tell you, hey, going up against the Falcons, we got to continue to put pressure on the quarterback. You know what pressure is? Hitting the quarterback, getting the quarterback down. You know what pressure looks like? Forcing a negative play. I love this. Pressure means you were too late to stop the quarterback. I mean, for real. If it don't turn into a negative play, why we count it? Why are we counting it? The Lions can't afford it just to be about pressure. You got to make plays. I'm going to show you a very particular play that, in my opinion, really going to explain to you why pressure is important. Why the Lions need to make sure that they are mastering pressure. And what I mean by mastering pressure, I mean actually getting pressure. Okay? So I'm finna bring that one up because I don't know how they coming up with this stuff for real. I don't know why they're coming up with this stuff. But I wanna get this through people's minds. Do not be fooled by this BS. Let's take a quick gander at the Falcons and Packers recent game. Well, Luke, why would you be watching this game? I actually had to go back and watch the game to know what the Falcons were doing. So let's go back to this particular play here. Right here. All right. Now, people are going to say, Luke, this is proving my point. This is what pressure looks like. Okay. Me, I'm going to show you why it would be pressure if it's pressure at all and how I would count it. Let's just look at it. They call it's 1st and 10. They rush 3, 1 on the delayed rush. Do you see that? You see that guy Clark up the middle? See that? Outside guy did nothing. He gets there, but that's the pressure up the middle. Look what happened when real pressure happens. Oh, turnover, interception. That's when you count it as a pressure. And the Lions can do the exact same thing. Because this game was close when they were able to apply that level of pressure. But when the defense couldn't apply that pressure, the Falcons got busy. They never took Bijan Robinson out of the game because they couldn't stop the pass. This is where the buck stops. So when we go to the next play, watch pressure again. See, this is what people don't want to show you. Negative plays is what it looks like. Look at this. That's pressure. That's pressure. It's 3rd and 11. That's what it looks like. A negative play that gets them off the field with no other options. And our fans need to understand this. You're going to hear a lot of talk about Aleem McNeil. But ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Was Aleem McNeil brought here to get sacks? Nope. Shout out to my Man Hour family. This video is brought to you by Man Hour. Affiliated with them. What up, though, Buck? I'm sure that's Buck. Old timer Dave, what up, though? This is our residential Packer fan. I'm good. Happy to see you, brother. I would like to see what their requirements are to decide if it's a pressure. I'm glad you asked that question, old timer Dave, because I got the answer for you. What do you know? Research will make things better. So let's talk about how the NFL identifies pressure. Let me go back up here. First of all, this was out September 21st, 2023. So just so you know, this is beyond recent. All right. Next gen stat, introduction to pressure probability. Let's get down here to where they talk about it. Right here. Blockers and rush identification use a graphic. Nope, that's the wrong one. Let me go down, son. Where's it at? Right here. An individual pass rusher is temporal by nature. The opportunity of a defender to generate pressure directly depends on how long the quarterback holds onto the ball. Whether the quarterback is making a quick pass or undertaking an extended drop back, the raw production of a pass rusher is not a complete measure of performance. And it's funny that they say that because you know, some people are pushing this pressure thing. Like, what about the pressure that he had? No, see, there are things like Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh, and even Vita Vea, where they have this fearmonger thing where people are scared of them, and so things happen when they feel like, dog, if I get to do too much time, it's going to be too much problem. Our previous logic to identify pressure with tracking data was relegated to a defender's proximity to the quarterback. Any pass attempt or sack where a defender was within 2 yards of the quarterback at a pass forward or within 1.5 yards of a quarterback at any point during the play counted as pressure. But this ignores how a quarterback reacts to the oncoming rush, whether they were any blockers in the pass rusher's path, and how pressure evolves over the course of a drop back. Pressure probability unlocks these missing insights. In total, over 13 different matrices can be derived from an individual pass rusher's pressure probability estimation. It is no longer just about binary results. And they give you this cool chart, which I could go through the whole point of trying to break it down, but I don't have the energy to do so. Let's get into their explanation. Pressure is defined as a pass rush play where the rusher affects the quarterback before the pass is thrown. Before the pass is thrown. Now, the part that I want to focus on is this. See, this is the part right here. When people spew out these stupid ass stats and they try to push false narratives, they don't expect for people to read, but I do, and I enjoy it. It has to affect the quarterback before the pass is thrown. So in the two examples that I showed you, notice how the quarterback was affected. Not only was one a sack, but the other one was a forced pressure that turned into an interception, which created problems. What can I say? I ain't the smartest person, but when I say do your research, I mean it. A pass rusher becomes a pressure when pressure probability exceeds 75%. This includes sacks, quarterback hits, quarterback hurries, and other plays where the pass rusher comes into close proximity with the quarterback. It would also include plays where the pass rusher has a free pass to the quarterback or is winning the matchup with the blocker. See, isn't it funny that this is the next part of it? Winning the matchup with the blocker. Let me highlight that. Let's go back to this crap right here. What matchup did this man win? Well, look, he did against Kansas City, and they was cheating. He was even standing right by the quarterback. Okay. Everybody goes through it. I hate to say it. Everybody goes through it. And the Lions and their media need to stop this. Because this is BS. This is 100% pure BS. And you should call it out. You should call it out. When you see stuff like this, call it out. I gave you the definition. Feel free to look at it. Not even close to smelling their breath or their ass. They're not even close enough. Well, I'll take that back. There was one close enough, but it didn't have a negative effect. It just didn't. So old timer dad. So if the offensive line does its jobs and create a pocket, there isn't a 2 yards between the quarterback and the entire defense. If you only do 75% of your job in bed, you'll be single in a day for not doing your job right. Couldn't record. Anthony, no. Anthony, no, don't do him like this. Oh my God. Let me break in my first guest, Don 19. What up, though?
What up, dog, man?
Man.
How you been?
That just made my day. I'm good, brother. How are you?
You know, chilling, you know. Same old stuff.
What you got for me today, brother? Hello? Did I lose him? No, coach. Don't tell me I lost him. Oh, coach, come on. I think I lost Don 19, y'all. I don't hear him. He's gone. He'll be back. I got faith he'll be back. Had a house there, should have taken Carter. Hey, we don't want no bad boys here. I love that Stu stumped on him. Stump on him again. Yeah, do it again. I want the bad guy. Feel me? I want the bad guy. Give me the bad guy. That's what I want. Give me the bad guy. And here's the sad part. Here's the sad part. They're going to push this narrative to you every single time. But when you're going against the Falcons, you have to get a stop. You have to get to the quarterback. You have to hurt the quarterback's feelings. You have to be disrespectful and rude to the quarterback. Hold on, I think he back. Don.
Yeah, I'm back. It's my internet going in and out. My fault.
All right, what you got for me, man?
I want to talk about this game coming up, man. You know.
All right. So what do you think? What are your keys to beating the Falcons?
The keys, gotta stop the run. Gotta stop Tyler Gare. Gotta stop Bijan Robinson. That should be like the number one on the list. 2 on offense. I'm not sure how good the Falcons defense is. Maybe you watch some. Maybe you watch some film.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
If the offense is who you think it is, why do I care how good the defense is?
Okay.
Right? If you're utilizing the weapons right, why do I care? Like, think about some of the most great games you ever seen. Why do I care if these things occur?
Mm-hmm.
I would not. You know what I mean?
So this game, you focusing more on defense.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the defense because the only thing we're going to score.
Yeah.
We're going to score. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I know, you go back to last year, they didn't score against the New England Patriots, but I mean, seriously, they're going to score.
Yeah.
Your defense has always been the problem. It's been that way for years.
Mm-hmm.
For years. And my attitude to it is I'm not concerning myself with Bijan Robinson.
Yeah. I'm
concerning myself with stopping everything but Bijan Robinson.
Okay. Yeah, they got a couple good weapons over there. Kyle Pitts, Drake London.
And that's what I'm saying. So you're going to because this is exactly what Seattle did. Seattle was like, all right, Cam Sutton over here. We don't think he's great, but we think this guy's really not good. So they went after Jacobs.
Yeah, they did.
Right? So my thing is, you come out, they're going to do the same thing to you with the Falcons. Because now you got another problem. And this is one of the games where I can't believe I'm going to say this, but at the end of the day, I'm actually happy that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is not playing this game.
Okay.
Because for me, I need for Brian Branch to stay where he's at, and I need for Tracy Walker to be the guy to have to be like responsible for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
You have to take away that safety blanket completely. And Drake London, if you're affecting Desmond Ridder, you have eliminated Pitts, you have eliminated Drake London. Just eliminate the quarterback.
Yeah.
And the evidence has been there the whole time. Right? So if you just do that, I don't care what you do outside of that, just eliminate that part of the game.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. And as far as injuries though, every team is dealing with injuries. Like if you look at our injury list, like it's kind of long, but we low key not the worst when it comes to injuries out of all teams. Like
what bothers me is how we get all these injuries and not everybody forget the depth. Now the depth ain't there no more.
And that's what the coaching staff has been preaching all off season is depth.
Right, and to me, I hate to say it, right? But let's be honest. Like, have you looked at the Falcons depth chart?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
The reason I asked you that question is because to me, this is how can I word this? I want to make sure I word this in a way. This is the matchup. If ever there was a time for you to see your DNs get off or your center to get off, your nose tackle to get off, this is the game. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay.
Shouldn't it have been the last game against backup?
I mean, you would think, right? I mean,
yeah.
you would think, but stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Stuff happens. There's no way of getting around it. I get it. But let me catch back up to some of the comments really quick. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
If our defensive line and edge rushers can get right, we will be fine. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? That's just why you hate the internet. Did you hear the FBI raided Chicago Bears training facility to look for a field passing game?
That's nah.
Listen, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I was told that he should have been a pick. Everybody and their mother wanted him.
He need to change his name to Petty Grimes right there.
Man, Petty. Dude, yeah, Petty, right? P.E. What's going on, Go Lions? Kool-Aid in the building. Kool-Aid kid, what up, though? AH needs to work on his game strength and start winning his one-on-ones. His weaknesses, the front office needs to bring in guys to help AH. We need a D tackle that can take up double team. You got one. They double team Aleem McNeil. Our guy just not winning his one-on-ones. And as much as I want to say it, it's bull.
Just activate.
What up, though, JGB?
Just activate Bugs or Bobby Martin. Like, stop with the Benito Jones stuff. Just stop.
I mean, if they're not healthy, they're not healthy. But if they are healthy, which I'm hearing that
they are,
healthy. That's what I'm hearing. Then I'm with you. Play them. But look at this. All right, like I'm not trying to be funny. Look at the tackles. Look at the center. Right, bro. We got to take advantage of this. We have to take advantage of this. We have to be able to get up in these people's face and take advantage of this. When you go through and you look at these plays right here, right, and you're looking at plays like this is them saying we're going to take advantage of it. They overloaded everything and sent everything to the quarterback. He didn't handle that really well. But look right here. 3rd and 7, right? 3rd and 7 for the Falcons. Oh, let me make it big first. All right. 3rd and 7 for the Falcons. You got to take advantage of this outside.
Yeah.
And up the middle. Now look at this. They little stunt. Quarterback gets hit.
He still caught it.
He still caught it. Now, according to all the other people who want to talk about pressure, that was still a pressure.
Right.
How? It was a positive play. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But let's just look at it. Look what's happening here. You see, this is what we be doing. Look, they don't cut block dog. He on the ground. He up there trying to keep outside contained. I think that's Gary from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, let him go, Gary. You got to hold on, Gary. See, that's what I'm saying.
I think that's the linebacker, Devondre Campbell.
55?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, 59. Yeah, that's the linebacker. Right
okay. I'm thinking that I thought that was Rashawn Gary. But at the end of the day, Campbell 59. 55 is Gary. Ain't it?
That's a linebacker right there with the long dread. That's a linebacker.
No, I'm talking about dog right here. 55.
Oh yeah, that's Gary.
See, he does a good job. Boom.
Yeah.
We can't have that. We have to beat that. This 3rd and 3. These are the plays that I'm trying to get people to understand. We have to win these matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. See what I'm saying? There's pressure. Quarterback. This can't be. This can't happen to Detroit. We can't have this. On 3rd and 3, we can't have this. Now, if this happened to Detroit, everybody and their mama be having a cow talking about we got to fire Aaron Glenn. This can't happen.
What's your thoughts on him, Desmond Ridder?
I mean, he's okay. That's about it. He's nothing to write home about. Mm-hmm. He's not finna reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. But when you go through and you're looking at the depth chart, you have to whoop this guy's butt and whoop this guy's butt. But most importantly, whoop this guy's butt. See, if you whoop this guy's butt, you can directly affect the quarterback.
Yeah.
But you got to whoop his butt. You got to. This bullshit right here, I don't want to hear about sacks that ain't negative plays. I mean, pressures that ain't turned into negative plays. I want him on the ground.
He gotta give up on that spin move too. He gotta give up on that. That spin move is. I. I was a big Hutch fan too, and it's still early.
So you don't like the spin move?
He overused it too much.
What you mean? You don't like the cool spin move? Watch the spin move. Is he gonna use it right here?
Hold on. Let's see. No,
is he gonna use it? No, I guess this counts as pressure, huh? This is pressure. It don't matter. He caught it, But yeah, he loves the spin move. And the other thing that he likes doing is he likes going inside too much. I wish they would stop with that.
So you're not worried about the offense at all?
No.
O-line, nothing.
No.
Okay.
Nope. In my opinion, I believe that they will be just fine.
Okay.
And I mean every bit of that. I believe they'll be just fine. See the spin move.
Well, yeah, man, that's all. I just wanted to come in here and chat with you, chop it up with you real quick.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's an open forum, brother. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I just want to put it out there, though. To the people who paying attention, all we got to do is get to Desmond Ridder.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The offense is going to be all right. They're going to score.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond Ridder. Your number 2 overall pick got to make plays.
Yeah.
Your best pass rusher is out. James Houston's gone. All right, it's done. Number 2 overall, he got to make plays.
Who Before I go, who you want to see more, Charles Harris or Romeo Core?
Romeo Core.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because I get what they're trying to do with Charles Harris, but too many times I'm not seeing Charles Harris be strong at the point of attack.
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing it. And with Romeo, I know he's going to be able to at least do a little bit more. He's a little bit more seasoned when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? His pass rush moves. But I think overall we have to still be better at we have to be better at getting after the quarterback in general. You just have to.
Yeah. This is a big game for us because we on a short week. We got a Thursday night game against Green Bay, so it's a big game for us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, and one of the reasons why I'm not going to be doing a long show because I do want to see the game to start at 7, so it ain't going to be too long. But I want people to understand that tomorrow I'm gonna really be going into it. I got some stuff cut up that I'm like, yeah, we gotta get this done. We gotta take this out of the page from this and that, and I'm gonna be addressing that tomorrow. But in terms of today, if is Bam Knight any good? I like him.
Yeah, he okay. He okay.
I like him. Do I believe that he's going to reinvent the wheel? No. But why Bam Knight concerns me is for reasons that y'all may not agree with, but it's because every time we bring people in like Bam Knight, we do stuff like designate them to certain roles. Like all of a sudden when you run the ball, you really, like, okay, picture this. Go back to when we had Jamal Williams and we had Swift. All the up the middle stuff was to Jamal Williams, and Swift would get a run here and there.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing again. And Dan Campbell himself has already said that with Montgomery being out, it's running back by committee. This is BS to me. This is just is BS to me. No, we can't have running back by committee. You need to have a feature back. You traded back. You took the guy that you said was better than Bijan and use him. I don't want to hear running back by committee. What's the point of having somebody that you're just going to sit there and hold back?
Right.
Like, seriously. So, I'm not. Bam is okay. Did you find Mewtwo? Yes, we did. Mission accomplished. Thank you. He was so excited. He was so excited to get Mewtwo. He was like, I got Mewtwo. He ran through the house. He's probably going to grow up and remember that day for the rest of his life. But he found it. We worked together to beat it. And it's a good father and son moment. But yeah, the mission was accomplished. Yeah, I feel good about it. Sounds good. Is he injury prone? I don't know if I have enough information to say if he is or if he isn't injury prone.
No, I think the reason why they let him go because of the two top
they had
spots,
Breece Hall
and they brought in Dalvin Cook.
Well, before that though, when they had him before that, they had that other running back that was balling for them. It was Breece Hall and the other dude,
Michael Carter.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Now it's Breece Hall and Cook, so it's like we don't need him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. But I don't have enough to say if he's injury prone or not. Feel that hot hand. Again, you got to do it. All right, people. I can't stay on too long because I do want to see the game, and I want y'all to see the game. Put y'all picks in for the Pick'em League. Appreciate you coming through for Down 19. Tomorrow, I'm doing a full breakdown of like what we need to do, like how it needs to go down, why it needs to go down that way. I'm going in depth on this one because this is where I see us getting the win at. And if we can do that, we are already off to a good start. Okay. You got anything you want to say for final? Or Don already jumped up out of here. That was quick than a month. You feel me? He wasted no damn time. You see what I'm saying? But you know me, I can't end the show unless it's on a positive note, man. Please stay away from this fake news, man. This pressure talk. Every time you hear a person talk to you about pressure, man, walk off on them. Walk off on them, bro. I'm serious. Walk off on them. Every time you hear somebody say something about the word pressure, just go ahead and turn and walk off on them. It's just not worth it. Nobody should be that ridiculous when they're talking about something like, oh, well, you know, it's just not gonna work. Okay. When you're sitting up there and you're looking at things and you're trying to figure it out and you're trying to have them high standards, challenge people to be better than what they are. And if they don't, tell them to kick rocks. Because I'm at a point where there's some things going on that's really got me upset. And it's not just with it's not just with Brad Holmes, but it's with the coach too. That's what it is. All right. So let me go ahead and knock this out. Today's positive quote comes from the internet. It says, in the gym, the weight doesn't get easier to lift, you get stronger. In life, events don't get easier to handle, you become better equipped to handle them. Keep growing. See, I don't think people realize how much work that goes into doing what they do. And when you do the work, things do come to you a little bit more naturally. See, some of y'all go to the gym and you grab the first plate that you see that look big and you realize this thing is heavy. You only can do 1, maybe 2 reps. And you think if you start off at the 15 or you start off at the 25, that makes you look weak. But the bottom line is what makes you look weak is trying to do something that's above your means to do. Could you imagine if I came to save one of your loved ones or your pet by doing surgery? I've never been classically trained or formally trained for that matter. I don't think you would want my hands near them. But when you put in the work, when you bust your butt, things become more equipped for you to make it easier. All the hardship that you dealt with becomes so much more simpler when you put in the work. So I'm telling you to put the work in. Every day you feel like you're too tired to go to the gym, go anyway. See what happens. Every time you turn around and think that, oh, well, you know, I don't really know if I want to holler at that girl. She might say no. So what? She can only give you 2 answers, yes or no. That job that you didn't think you qualified for, apply for it. That promotion that you think you deserve, tell them you deserve it. But whatever you do, put the work in. Put in every inch and fiber of yourself to make it easy on yourself so that you can go and be the best version of yourself. And the rest of it will work itself out. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. I'm out.